When you hear the word Wolverine, your mind might instantly jump to the X-Men character with metal claws, a wild temper, and a serious attitude problem. But long before comics turned him into a superhero, the real-life Wolverine was already roaming the forests and frozen mountains of the northern wilderness, small in size, yes, but packing enough muscle, fearlessness, and wild energy to put even the fiercest predators on edge. Despite weighing no more than a medium-sized dog, the Wolverine is one of the toughest and most efficient carnivores in nature. It's like a living contradiction, cute and cuddly at a glance, but basically the forest's version of a wrecking ball in fur. The Wolverine, scientifically known as Golo Golo, which literally means glutton, is a member of the weasel family, though calling it a weasel feels a bit like calling a tank just a big car. Stocky and powerful, it typically weighs between 10 to 25 kilograms and has a short, muscular frame, a thick coat, and massive paws that help it move effortlessly across deep snow. Its paws act like snowshoes, allowing it to chase prey where larger animals might sink and struggle. Add to that its bone-crushing bite, razor-sharp claws, and stamina that allows it to travel more than 40 kilometers in a single day, and you've got one of nature's most extreme survivalists. It's not the fastest, not the biggest, but when it comes to sheer grit and aggression, it's in a class of its own. What's most astonishing about the Wolverine is its attitude. It has absolutely no idea how small it is. Wolverines have been seen chasing wolves, stealing kills from grizzly bears, and taking down prey several times their own size. In fact, it's not uncommon for a Wolverine to track injured or weak moose or caribou in the snow and finish them off. And if it can't kill it? No problem. The Wolverine will patiently wait nearby while another predator does the hard work, then it will charge in like a furry little gladiator and take the prize. It scavenges, hunts, climbs trees, and even stores leftovers in snowbanks for later. Think of it as the forest's most hardcore meal prepper. These creatures are solitary by nature, fiercely territorial, and incredibly intelligent. Males can patrol territories as large as 1,500 square kilometers, marking their range with scent glands and avoiding contact with others. They don't travel in packs and don't care for socializing. Even females, who are generally more tolerant, will only be seen with their kits until the young are old enough to survive on their own. Wolverines are active year-round and handle harsh conditions like pros. While many animals hibernate, the Wolverine thrives in the cold, using its strength, stealth, and relentless energy to outlast the elements and its competitors. While their wild reputation is legendary, Wolverines are encountering humans more frequently as our roads, towns, and cabins spread deeper into their habitats. In rare cases, people have spotted Wolverines wandering into backyards, crossing trails, or even eyeing trash bins. So what should you do if you ever see one? First and foremost, don't panic. Despite their ferocity in the wild, Wolverines don't typically attack humans unless cornered or seriously threatened. Stay calm, speak in a firm but non-aggressive tone, and slowly back away. Never run, this could provoke a chase, and trust me, you don't want to be on the business end of a Wolverine's mood swing. If you have pets, especially small ones, bring them indoors immediately. A Wolverine might mistake a free-roaming cat or small dog as prey or a rival for food. Never try to physically intervene if a Wolverine confronts your pet. Instead, use loud noises, flashing lights, or vinegar-soaked rags to scare it away. These harmless but annoying deterrents, known as humane hazing, teach wildlife that your property is not a place to hang out. Make sure to remove any food sources like pet bowls, garbage bags, compost piles, or leftover birdseed. A Wolverine's nose is powerful enough to smell food from kilometers away, and once it knows your backyard has snacks, it may come back for seconds. Despite their strength and wild independence, Wolverines are surprisingly vulnerable in today's changing world. In Canada, they are listed as a species of special concern, and in many parts of the United States, they are considered threatened. The reasons are many: habitat loss due to logging, mining, and development, roads fragmenting their territories, trapping in some regions, and climate change slowly melting the deep snowpacks they depend on for denning. Female Wolverines need those cold, snowy dens to raise their young, and without them, the next generation struggles to survive. Helping wolverines means protecting the vast, untouched wilderness they need. It means supporting conservation efforts, reducing our impact on remote ecosystems, and spreading awareness about how truly special and rare these animals are. If you ever spot one in the wild or even in your backyard, consider it a gift from nature, but also a responsibility. Report the sighting to local wildlife officials so they can monitor the animal's health and habitat range. By respecting their space and not interfering, we help ensure that future generations can still be awed by these rugged, fearless creatures. The wolverine is a living symbol of wild strength, resilience, and independence. It doesn't need backup, it doesn't play well with others, and it never backs down, not even when it probably should. It's not the biggest animal in the forest, but it might just be the most determined. If there were a wildlife Olympics for toughness, the gold medal would go to this compact, snow-stomping force of nature every time. So the next time someone tells you that being small means being weak, just smile and say, clearly, you've never met a wolverine.